What's up, guys? Romeo Tango here, and we have story time. Today, we're going to discuss the FN 509 TAC. Now, before I even get into the nitty and gritty with this, I'm going to tell you right now, I have been beat up by FN 509 fans over the comments I made in my last video about the trigger on this gun. And the majority of them said that it gets better with time, it gets better, shoot it, it gets better, it gets better. I've shot it. I am somewhere in the ballpark of 1,000 to 1,200 rounds. It didn't get better. It didn't get better at all. I let a friend shoot it today. He had the same remarks as me. I'll even upload the video of him shooting it. Same remarks as me about this trigger. It's nasty, it's gritty, it's too heavy, it's a long throw. Because of its heaviness, if I remember correctly, it's over 6.5 pounds. So because of the heavy weight of this trigger, when you pull it, you're not gonna have fast follow-up shots. It's a light gun. So as you're pulling this trigger to get it back on target after your initial shot, that pull, that weight, you're gonna wobble a little bit, which is gonna negate your accuracy. I don't like it. I'm gonna replace it. Apex has a trigger kit for it, 150 bucks. I'm gonna replace it. I've been talking to people in my comment section. I've been talking to people on the 509 page, and they say it's kind of a pain to replace the trigger on this gun. So they just sent theirs to Apex to have it done and have it mailed back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it myself because I'm a do-it-yourself guy. I'm not even gonna get the block that they have for it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna make it such a pain in the ass on myself to put it together without the accessory block you need to install this trigger, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I'll let you guys know when I find the trigger I'm looking for. I want the flat face American flag FDE trigger to put on here. So in the last video I said I had guns that cost less, that came with stock, better triggers. So the gun that I put in the same category as this, as far as features, is actually, and total coincidence, took a shower, put a shirt on, it was this, is the Canik Combat Elite. You can see they came with the same features, minus the Canik has, and this gun is completely stock in my hand. This Canik came with a magwell, and it came with a flat face trigger. And the reset on this trigger is much better. They both came with the threaded barrels. They're both optics ready pistols. They're both modeled off the same design. So straight to the wall. There's the wall. A little bit of play behind it. There's the wall and the break and the reset and break, reset, break, reset, break. Cost less than this gun. Cost less, came with a better trigger. Its little brother, it's called Combat Elite. Sorry, not Combat Elite, it's called the Elite. I got the Elite S, and same great trigger, not flat face, but same great trigger on that gun. Cost $350. This gun retails for $1,000. Some stores will have it for $930, and you can get deals, whatever have you. I paid less than $930. I got it on a good deal. And let's take a look at it. Again, here we are. Long throw. There's the wall. You can hear that grittiness. There's the wall. Break. Reset. Break. Reset. Break. You can see it bouncing and jerking. It's nasty. It's gritty. It's at 1,200 rounds. It should be beyond that point now if it was going to get better. It didn't. Previously, I said that this gun had the worst trigger of all my guns. And by all means, it doesn't have a bad trigger. It's just not as good as some of the other guns I have. And it's a good trigger. Like, I'm not gonna knock Glock on her triggers. So there we are. We have two guns that cost less than this. One gun that comes with the same features and costs less than this, better trigger. CZ Shadow 2, straight up competition gun. Double action, heavy trigger. This trigger in double action is better than that trigger on the FN 509. I'm sorry, 509 fans. You guys tried. Yeah, there's a spider on my hat. You guys tried. You guys told me that it would break in if I shot it more. And that was at the 500 round mark. And now we're somewhere in the ballpark of 1,000 to 1,200 rounds, and this trigger is still terrible. it's not gonna get better. It should have been better by now. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to my followers. I'm not gonna lie to the public that stumbles across this video and is interested in the 509. I'm gonna tell them the truth and tell them this trigger at 1,200 rounds, 1,000 and 1,200 rounds still sucks. I'm gonna add to this video of my buddy shooting it and him saying exactly what I said about this trigger. It sucks. And I didn't coach him. I didn't coax him to say what he said. He shot it and he said the same thing I said. It's gritty, it's nasty, it's heavy. Romeo Tango. If you can't be quiet, hey, real quick guys, forgot to mention this in the video earlier. So this gun and this configuration minus, I normally will keep this Enforce APL3 light on there as my carry gun. Can't find a holster for it. Hardest thing to find a holster for is this gun is in this configuration with a light, or even without the light. Once you add the compensator, it makes it very difficult to find holsters for it. So I reached out to a guy in the 509 page on Facebook and ordered a holster through him. And his website's really legit. He designed it with the Enforce APL3 and with this comp. He's sending it out. It's a 3-week turnaround, so it's being made. I actually, you know what, I'm gonna save the color. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. But that's the length I had to go to. I went to a plethora of stores, I shopped around online, and you just can't find a holster for this gun in this configuration. You can find those universal ones that I normally run. I don't have it with me right now. It's packed up in my range bag. But you have those universal ones that can fit any gun. You just slide them in. That's what I had to run with. And I had to take the light off because once I add the light, then I have absolutely no options for this gun. So that's disappointing that the aftermarket scene hasn't really caught to this firearm yet. But I just want to get that quick message in there. Romeo Tango, guys. So I've said that trigger is disgusting. I want you to let me know what you think about this trigger.
Almost as bad as a Glock. Almost.
I said it's worse than my Glock trigger. That is the worst trigger on all the guns I own.
It's got a different feel from the Glock. Yeah, it's gritty as shit. I don't... Whatever.